Good afternoon again, YouTubers. Today's project will be replacing the windshield washer pump on a 2006 Kia Spectra. What I'm talking about is this particular part right here. It's relatively simple. The hardest part about this one is actually getting to the part. Now you can buy these kits for this particular year, make, model. It ran $16.99 at Advanced Auto Parts. You can buy more expensive ones, but considering that this person's leasing the car, there was no need to go more expensive. Now, I have been told that you can get to this by either A, removing the bumper, or B, coming in through the headlamp assembly right there that I'm pointed at. So I'm going to go ahead and see which direction will work out better for you, and I will let you know. Alright, so while I was in the process of trying to remove the bumper, I started on the side where I knew that the washer pump was located. I got underneath here and started removing the plastic self-tapping screws that are located all along the bottom there. You can see the holes for them right there. What I discovered was the plastic insert on the wheel well. Once I got a few of those off, came off, and I know the lighting's quite bad, but right there next to the washer fluid reservoir, you can see, lo and behold, there it is, our washer pump. So I'm going to go ahead and try to replace it. As you see, it's just that top connector there and a couple, the top electrical connector here, and then just a couple plastic plugs holding it in. I'm going to switch that out and then test to see if that's working. I'll be right back. Alright, after realizing that I had the wrong pump and tripped back to AutoZone, I've lost most of my daylight. So I'm going to let you all know what happened and show you what I have going on here. So, let's get back underneath here. Come to find out, on the 2006 Kia Spectras, the 3 available windshield washer pumps are aftermarket pumps, which, if you've seen my other videos, you know I'm not a big fan of OEMs. So in this instance, this mess that you see under here is actually some jury rigging that I had to do. We've tested it and the pump works now, and I just had to do some rewiring as the connections were not the same, and that actually did the trick. Didn't take me too long, but if you're not too comfortable with electrical, I wouldn't advise it. So once I replace everything under there, that is actually zip tied in place, and the wires are covered in electrical tape and zip tied together, so there's no risk of anything coming loose. So I tested it a little bit, but I want to show you all. The 2 types out of the 3 did not have a plug going into the windshield washer reservoir. They just had some rubber hose. So I needed one that actually plugged straight into the existing reservoir. That ran me a little bit more, about $29. So let's go ahead and test this out. And we have washer fluid. Now, if I didn't explain earlier, the reason I went to this fix was the windshield washers themselves were working, so I didn't need to worry that it was a fuse issue. We had washer fluid, so all the basic repairs or basic fixes were already covered. I'm going to try to put this video together so it's a little simpler to understand, but in the meantime I got to put that tire back on and put all those screws back in the bumper and wheel well. If you have any questions, I do check these frequently, so feel free to like, share, comment, or subscribe, and if you have any questions, I'll definitely get back to you. Alright, have a good night.